once you realize how much of what we've done as parents is just trying to do what we think is the right thing in the moment. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it's, based on the information that we have, we go, okay, I think this is best. I love my kids. I want them to be healthy and happy. I want them to grow up.
Yeah.
I've got an idea of how I want them to be as adults, and I want to
Yeah.
kind of sort of shape the terrain so they get there. But then how much freedom can I
Do we
afford
allow? Yeah.
to give in order to have that, and how much is that just me trying to control outcomes, and how much is this is the way things are. It's a
Definitely.
really, and it's a balancing act, isn't it?
Totally. And I hear myself saying to my kids all the time, this is the first time I've done this too. Like, this is my very first time being a mum of you at this stage of your life, and let's work it out together. I'm still working it out, and I don't have all the answers. Let's figure out what it should look like together, So, yeah.
I always thought I was really lucky. When I lived in Karratha, we had these great friends that had 4 daughters. And they were the eldest 2 were a fair bit older than the younger 2, and it was like they were doing the oldest to a second time around. And so I got to benefit from. I would talk to my friend Al all the time. I go, man, you're just doing everything ahead of me, so I get to watch what's working, and what's not working, and we'd talk about that. And he said that he kind of felt that with his younger 2 daughters, because they were 10 years younger than the first 2. The first 2 were born when they lived in Africa, and then the second 2, once they'd moved to New Zealand and Australia, they had the next 2. So it was quite comical going, oh, well, we did this the first time around, and I would never do that again. So now with the younger 2, we're doing this, and Nathan, I recommend that you don't do what we did the first time, because that's a nightmare. I'm like, oh, okay, good. All right, not going to bed.
Perfect. Yeah.
Awesome. So I always felt like while we were living there, that we had some cheat codes as to, because his eldest 2 daughters, I love them. They're fantastic women these days. They're both professionals. They've both got great marriages and kids. I'm like, okay, what he was doing, that seems to work. I'm just going to copy him.
Yeah.
But nowadays I see that we have much less of those kind of interactions, because we're a bit more isolated. We're a bit more independent. So we don't always have that ability to watch somebody that's 5 years ahead of us and copy what they do. So I totally hear when you go, never done this before. Never seen it done.
Right.
I'm just rolling the dice on this one,
figuring
kids.
it out. That's right. And you can read lots of parenting books, and there's so much advice out there if you want to look for it. It's everywhere, and everyone says all different things. And you can take all bits and pieces, I suppose, that feel right or sound right to you. But at the end of the day, this is your first time as your own human raising your own kids. So every single interaction between parent and child is going to be completely different to every other. So, the common principles probably apply, but the intricacies, I guess, are going to be different for every single pair of people. Yeah.
I used to cringe when I would hear it would normally be my father's voice channeled through me with something I'd say, and I'd kind of cringe, because it was always something that he would say to me that I didn't like growing up, and then it would come out of my mouth and go, oh, right, okay. I think Dad was feeling a bit out of control when we were teenagers. So I'm like, because I'm feeling out of control now, so this thing comes out. That's really interesting. And so, I say to parents nowadays that you've got really 2 options as parents. You're either going to repeat exactly what your parents did because you liked it, or you're going to do what you think is the opposite of it because you didn't like it. And then over time, and your kids will do the same thing. You'll see them doing something that you did, and like, oh, okay, so that paid off. That was a good thing. They like that. Awesome. And then there'll be other things that they do that you just go, why are you doing it like that? It goes, because Mom, it's not your way. And you're like, oh, damn.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, that hurts. That hurts. It still hurts when I see my daughters cooking sometimes. And they're like that. It's like, okay, all right, you can do that.
Fine.
It's your choice. All right. And it's that fine where your shoulders up. Go, fine. Walk it away.
Yeah. Your problem. That's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, dear me.